that's not going to... There's no wings. There's no...
Dude, it's so inside. There's no way.
I don't know. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Sad day.
Yeah,
A sad day. Boy, what is going on in Hollywood? I mean, Brittany Murphy, Corey Haim,
DJ Michael Jackson. There's so many.
I mean, but the theme of, and and they don't know for sure on Corey, but they're thinking it's prescription.
Casey Johnson.
Casey Johnson was not medication.
No, but these are all
I'm
young
talking
deaths.
Brittany Murphy, medication.
Yes.
Sick and medication.
Yep.
Corey Haim, sick and medication. Michael Jackson, medication.
Medication.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, wow.
TJM, medication.
And it's all prescription. And it's all prescription.
I wasn't doing news then, but I assume, and I've read a lot about some of the celebrity deaths, let's say in the 80s, 70s, 80s, even early 90s, and it's the illicit drugs that always...
What? Heath Ledger was medication.
Yeah.
So was Elvis Presley.
What I'm saying is the illicit drugs always come up in those conversations, and lately, since the last couple years I've been working on it, it's benzos, it's anti-anxiety prescription medication.
This is really weird.
Pain medication.
Because I'm telling you, in the 60s and the 70s, it's Janis Joplin, OD on heroin or whatever.
Yeah.
Jim Morrison.
It's cocaine, heroin.
It's cocaine, it's heroin. That was all it was. And now it's like, it's not that at all.
And I have not, and some of these people, like DJM, did have some, I think I had a crack pipe near him or something, but they're not ODing on the cocaine, they're not ODing on heroin, they're not dying from asphyxiation from the alcohol abuse. It's all prescription medication.
Okay, so...
and they're getting younger, and it's like 30-year-olds that are, it's just sad.
Did DJM have a settlement with a jet company prior to his death? Prior to his death? No, he had sued for the injuries he suffered, and then the lawyers who represented the estate once he did die converted that into a wrongful death lawsuit, and then it subsequently settled. You guys always get David Spade around town. Have you asked him to do TMZ Live? I would love for David Spade to come in here.
Have we asked him?
I never asked him. I never thought of it, really. But I'd love for David. He's funny. I love David Spade. Okay. David Spade, if you're watching, come on down. Well, you never know. You never know.
I'm pretty sure.
What do you think?
I don't think he sits around watching.
Yeah, I'm not saying he sits around, but he might be just checking on what's going on.
Are you trying to say David Spade wouldn't watch TMZ Live?
And I might.
Of course
I'm not
would.
saying it's appointment viewing for him. I'm just saying he might say, "Wow."
Just because you're not over there watching it.
Right.
David Spade watches this.
I'm not saying he watches this. I'm saying, they go on the website from time to time and they think, "Who are those guys?"
Yeah, or you hear us. Our voice,
that's what I'm saying.
Annoying voice.
That's what I'm saying. Don't mute us. Don't mute us.
Don't mute us.
Do you think Tiger could sue any of the contestants for slander for anything that they said during the Mistresses beauty pageant? Well, theoretically he could, but he's not going to do that for sure, because the last thing Tiger's going to do is a lawsuit in this thing.
And I'm not going to say that I know anything about what they said, but I can tell you if it's true, it's not slander.
Yeah, well, it's not right.
So if whatever they said they were telling the truth, no, he cannot sue for that.
Did Corey Haim appear sober when TMZ last saw him? We did get video of him 3 weeks ago. I don't know.
I'm going to go with no.
I don't know.
I think that, okay,
he said
he was well. Yes, and we have talked to some people who said he was doing much better. From what I'm being told, people around him knew that he was doing some drugs. It might not have been as bad as it was for him in the past. He's been to rehab several times in the past. He's struggled with prescription drug abuse and illicit drug abuse, but lately this was definitely something going on with him. And surprisingly, there's a question in here about Corey Feldman. And surprisingly, Corey Feldman's in our video. They were wondering if they were still friends. They were friends lately.
No,
they
it was
were hanging out lately.
It was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so yes, Corey Feldman was around. I really can't wait to hear what he has to say about the drug use, because obviously he's been around him a lot lately. He should know something.
Please tell me the courts can fine Lindsay Lohan and her lawyers for the frivolous lawsuit. No, they can't. If there's any arguable basis for something, and she could argue they're taking her image, she's not going to win that lawsuit, but it's not rising to the level of abusive process. Do you think, and that may sound wrong to you, it's just the way the law works.
Hey, I read yesterday a really good point about that lawsuit, and I'm not saying this is what it is, but somebody brought it up, and it's a good point. This is really great publicity for the commercial. and I haven't
Yeah,
seen
no,
it
no, no.
more in
But
the last couple days.
but this is Lindsay really suing. She's not in on
You
it.
think really Lindsay thinks that she's going to win money in this lawsuit?
That's when they could nail. They could.
That's what you're
the
asking.
lawyer, well,
that's
no. But the lawyer, I don't think they're asking that. They're saying it's just a stupid lawsuit. You're saying it's collusion between Lindsay and
I'm not saying I think that's what happened, but people are bringing it up on the website in the comments, so that's why I brought it up here.
It's an interesting grassy knoll theory. How can they have footage of Ben Roethlisberger sexually assaulting this young lady? I thought it took place in the bathroom. It's not footage of the alleged assault.
Right. We actually don't know 100% whether they have footage at all of anything near the incident. What we do know is that cops came into Capital City where it happened, the bar, and took their surveillance video from several cameras inside. If it took place in the restroom, inside the restroom, yeah, there's no cameras in there.
What?
Hopefully there's no cameras in there.
Has anyone at TMZ aided the sushi place featured on Drudge today? If so, what does the whale taste like? Chicken? They have a whale?
Oh, there was somebody. There were. What?
And they serve whale?
That's what they're under investigation for now.
Oh, where is it? It's in Beverly Hills?
What?
Here in LA.
They serve.
They're serving whale? Oh, they should shut them down.
Is that
They
illegal?
should shut their asses down.
Is that
Get
illegal?
my ass over there quick.
What?
Huh?
What's
It's
that
what?
mean?
It's not free range whale.
What? Is that illegal to serve whale? What's the problem?
Well, they can't.
It's the same as every other fish. What's the problem?
It bothers me.
Well, that's what I'm asking. It bothered you like it was illegal.
I don't know. It bothers me like it should be.
The tuna you eat.
Yeah, male's not a fish. It's a mammal.
The tuna you eat, the dolphins get stuck in those nets.
Tunas are tuna, and whales are mammals.
Same thing with porpoises.
And porpoises, too.
Yeah, but the porpoises get caught in the nets when they catch the tuna. Just like, right?
Well, they shouldn't, because they shouldn't be catching them that way.
But if they farm raise them, you don't eat it. Right?
That's a fair point.
I'm just saying.
They should do it with a poll, one by one.
I didn't want to say the name again of the restaurant, but is that trying to discuss what part of the whale they eat?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it on Drudge.
Okay. It's a part of a whale's body is the name of the restaurant. So I was confused.
You think the over-the-counter drugs Corey and Brittany took could have had a fatal reaction when the prescription drugs, and if so, is this a bigger problem with mixing of drugs?
Corey and Brittany?
They're talking about Corey Feldman and Brittany Murphy.
Oh, Brittany Murphy.
I'm not sure I understand this question. I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, I think I understand. You're saying, is it a bigger problem if people are mixing prescription medication? Absolutely. One of the problems with, take for example, Heath Ledger. With Heath Ledger, if you're mixing more than one pain medication or benzo or something like over-the-counter medication, if you're taking a lot of over-the-counter medication and taking self-medicating with pain medication, you should never take any of that unless your doctor tells you, and only take exactly what your doctor tells you. And it seems to me the running thing here with celebrities is they're not following exactly what their doctor tells them, plus they're taking the same types of medication at the same time, which is never a good idea.
Now, I just want to just back up on this thing. So here's what we know about Corey Haim, that his mother was in the apartment. She woke up. We're told it's unclear whether he was standing over her when she woke up or whether she walked into the bedroom. But very shortly after she saw him at around 12:50 in the morning this morning, he collapsed. And she called 911. Now, his agent says it took 20 minutes to get the paramedics over there. And they're complaining.
Does that sound right to you? It
sounds weird to me at that hour that it would take that long. It really does sound weird to me, but we're told that the call came in at 12:54, right?
Well, yeah, but it just popped into my head. We were told by an eyewitness who watched the paramedics go in that they were there for 20 minutes.
They were there for 20 minutes.
So I wonder if they're
No, but the agent is saying it took 20 minutes to get there.